Hi, welcome back to RealmTale. In the last episode, we worked on this area, which I have to say I still am loving this area, just hanging out with, all my beautiful pets and animals here, and even collecting this stuff in the last episode, some of the IOUs, the rare axolotls, enchanted golden apples, stuff like that. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure you check it out. It was a really fun one to make. So, in today's episode, we're taking yet another pivot. In the last one, we worked on just a completely random thing of gathering items. This one, we're going to be back to making more buildings. One thing I did in between episodes was finish up this segment here. I have now all the quadrants filled up here, so this one's basically done. By basically, it is done. That quadrant over there is completely done, and then these two are open for all types of builds and different designs for buildings and fun structures. So we're going to be mostly working on this area. I'm probably going to put a building here or a building over there. I'm not actually sure yet. Most likely here, though, I think would be the best. And we're going to crack onto that in a bit. However, Mr. Coden is on the server right now, so I heard he is working in the shopping district on a new minigame, so I kind of want to see what it's about. So we're going to head over there right now. Going through the portal into the minigame district. Let's see what he's up to. There's a big 2023 here, which was left. Obviously, the Secret Santa game is still around, and we have a basalt tic-tac-toe board. But it's mega tic-tac-toe. I like this. I already know what it is. So it's tic-tac-toe. But if you win on this square, you win that square entirely. And then you have each square in total. This is actually a really cool concept. I really like this. I actually have an idea for a mini game. And since I'm checking out the minigame district, I'm going to make a quick U-turn and fly over here to the goat horn shop. This is one of the first shops on the server. I think the only other one is the rocket shop, to be honest. There's not many shops going on this season. However, we're going to check in here, see if we've made any diamonds. Josh horns. I don't know. Josh horns? I don't know. The name is pretty bad, but here we go. Oh my, we've made a diamond. Made 3 diamonds, actually. 4, 5. Look, I'm speechless right now. I actually did not expect me to make diamonds on this shop at all. There we go. 5 diamonds added to the collection. There we go. Now let's crack on with some of the building. And there we have it. This is so far everything that I've been able to build here. There's some obvious holes in the side of it. Well, that is because I've kind of ran out of concrete, to be honest, and I'm not bothered to gather more sand and gravel, so this is what we're stuck with. Now, this building, as you notice, is mostly kind of gray, and it has bits of red. Red is kind of like the main color I've gone for with this. This is going to be a fire station, per se. I'm going to house fire trucks in here. I'm going to try my best to build some fire trucks on the inside, and if I don't like them, I'm going to tear them down and then just move those guys in here, and I'll probably just name them with name tags, fire trucks. These are some skeleton horses I got a while ago, and I finally moved them up here. So yeah, if I can't build good fire trucks behind all of the garages, I'm just going to put these in and just name them fire truck as a joke, because as of right now, this building will not house any farm or any special thing. It's just going to kind of be a building to take up space, to be honest, because the build I have planned for this area will probably only take up like this section. It's probably going to be as big as this, maybe a little bit bigger than this, and this one's not very, it's tall, but it's not very wide. It's very skinny. It doesn't go far back. So if I were to put this in, it would probably not take up much area, and there'd be a big open area. So I like filling the space with a building here. So I'm overall very happy with the way it turned out, and this is one of the first buildings that have the main road lead off of it. I actually have to move this carpet, though. It shows my laziness with the amount of concrete used when I first made this. But yeah, we just need to replace this. There we go. And now it has roads up to the actual building. This is, again, one of the only buildings in the entire place that has roads actually leading up to it, which none of them really have that, to be honest. So very happy with the way this turned out, and I'll work to get the blocks to finish off the builds, because there's a lot of holes in it. So alright, so I finished working on the building a little bit more here. I just added more grass to the top of the roofs here, and this is definitely not how it's going to be. I'm going to do the same strategy I use for all my roofs and put bushes on the top of this here. I just don't want to do that right now. To be honest, I'm lazy, and also I want to put some sort of design, kind of like how we did with the CGF. I want to put something on the side yet. However, I'm going to keep that kind of blank for now, and you guys will figure out what goes on the side in a bit, because I want to head over to the shopping district and show you something that I set up there. Alright, in the shopping district now, second time here in today's video, and I kind of got inspired by Coden building his mini game to try and build my own. I actually set up an area here. These are a couple 11 by 11 areas because I'm going to do a find the button puzzle game map thing. I don't know. I want to make my own find the button areas here, so I need some cubes, so there they are, all set up. I'm going to start working on making all of them. Don't know how long this will be, so this could be a massive cut, but it's going to be a little fun to make here. I've done it. I have finished the entire thing. As you can see, huge white box. This thing looks like a set from a game show. 5 hidden buttons, all of the rooms up here. I love the way this turned out. And this only took me like an hour or two. Like this, I flew through this. I had so much fun doing it. All the rooms are different themed and they have different ways to find the buttons. And I think a really good way to test this out, because right now I have not tested out at all. I don't even know if the redstone I made works. I think we should bring someone along and have them test it out for me. Pooney. It's gonna be like a game of hide and seek. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh,
wow.
The man is here.
Hey, Pooney. How you doing?
Good, good. I'm good. That's all. I don't got much to say.
What is going on with this gray scale skin you got going on here?
My bad. Give me a second to change it.
Okay.
There we go.
He's back.
Sorry. I was explaining what happened. Don't mind the skin. It's not for. It's kind of for a special occasion. Kind of related to the surprise I mentioned that I'm working on.
Ooh.
But you will understand once I'm done with the surprise. So don't think too much about it yet.
Well, I'm here to show you a surprise of your own. It's in the gaming district, so we're going there. Join me.
I wouldn't. I knew it. You don't even know.
Find it. He'll find it over time.
Just this thing over here.
Yeah, look at this. You could take a fly. You could take a fly around if you'd like. It's beautiful. Don't go in yet. Get out.
Oh. Is it work in progress?
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to make like a proper entrance, but I've yet to make something yet. The best part is on the side. It says 5 hidden buttons. Yes, I'm summoning you. It's a find the button type of thing. So I'm pretty somewhat confident that it will work. So the top is glass, so I can watch you do it. The top is glass. Normally, I'll have like a timer. I'm gonna work on that, making like a timer that will be used through like items in a hopper, if that makes sense. And when you get to the end, you'll stop the timer, and then whatever it is, you can record your time. But as of right now, I just want to make sure the buttons work. So you're just going in, I guess, to find the buttons.
Okay. Any specific rules like?
Okay. Here's you won't have to do an elytra jump, like a fly down where you're like below. You know what I mean? Like that.
Crawling. Yeah.
Yeah. And you also, a good tip to have is nothing in your main hand, because if you're trying to hit a button with like a tool, it won't work as well. Because when you're like this and you're crouching to hit a button, you actually can't press the button. If you're like this, you can press the button. So don't hold anything in your hand.
Understood.
All right. Yeah. Whenever you're ready to start, just step in.
Okay, one, go. Speed
Alrighty.
Is it in the house? It's not in the house. Let me think. There's something here. There's this looks like an elytra jump. There's no button here. Speed on. What's down here? Nothing down here. What's over here? There's nothing underneath this.
Ooh, I love watching knowing where the button is, because it's like...
You said I don't have to do elytra jumps, but I keep doing them anyway.
Maybe I'm telling you don't have to, but maybe I should make it where you do have to do it, because I feel like that would be an added thing to mess people up.
Maybe I'm not supposed to be up here.
You're technically not, but I don't think it really matters.
It's not anywhere around here, I'm guessing. Okay, so the button is I can already see it underneath there.
Ooh.
You didn't even know that I actually saw it.
There you go, he's in the next room. Welcome to the mine, my friend.
Room. Oh, this is gonna be a stone button, 100%. And is that the button? That's a trap button.
Nothing's there. I've made a lot of those throughout this. There's just like spots where
I'm gonna keep that in mind. There's the button. Why can I not reach it? That sounds like a trap button. Plain sight.
Well, you've gotten close to it.
I have to find it.
obvious. I mean, this room's not very big, so you have gotten close to it.
So, I'm not seeing many options here. This is the problem. Really? No, it's not here. Okay, I gotta speedrun. I cannot help but feel that it's in plain sight, and I've just missed it for the simple reason that it's stone on stone. And you giggling gives me more confidence that that's actually.
No, I'm just giggling because you try to work it out. It's just.
Okay. Could you at least tell me that this button right here
Okay.
in the cave is
The button that you are looking at in that like cavern type thing
with the
is a
emerald?
button, but you can't actually reach it. It's just there to throw you off
Okay,
and to make you waste time.
So I was right. That is a fake button. Okay. So it means that I have to find it somewhere else. But then that means that this would be the button, but this also isn't the button. Why am I so bad at this? I have not played a find the button in so long. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I looked at the button.
You've gotten very, very close. Perhaps you're just not checking all of the possible caverns.
What?
Should I do some hot and cold?
No. I'm fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
So there's nothing in this one. There's nothing in the downstairs one. Why is there no button? I may be stupid.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. I'm gonna go one final run through, but if this... Aw, I didn't think to look up. Okay,
You walked by it so many times.
I'm assuming that I looked up. This is a fake one. Ow. Thank you, cactus. This here could be a button, but I cannot... Oh, there's the button.
Well done.
Okay.
That one was quick.
Speed running. I gotta get this one quick.
Welcome to the ice spikes, my friend.
Just to make up for the cave. To make it up for the cave that I spent too much time on. There's the button. And the button is not here. The button is not here. It has to be in the mushroom. Boom. Is it the final? Was that the final room? Yay!
There you go. Well
Oh,
done!
that's to reset the doors. Yay!
That was very good. Okay, so one thing that I've learned from this, first of all, snow melts with torches. Second of all, the mine room was very well made. I feel like I need to make them more challenging because you went through the last ones very quickly. So
like that, the mine room, the cave room, that's definitely more challenging than the rest. I feel like that would be better placed as like one of the later ones, or at least if not, just make the ones after, make them slightly harder.
see, I think the thing was I obviously built it from like the house one and the mine one first. So those were like really well made, and then I kind of got lazy, to be honest. So I probably should have like beefed up the next ones.
I want to speed run it.
Yeah, you could speed run it. Let's see how fast you can do it in that.
And speed running in 3, 2, 1.
All right, you actually done that one quick too. Flying through it, already in the third room.
I have 0 aim. Come on. And boom. How'd I do?
I missed the timer, but roughly 27 seconds or so. So that is under 30. So there you go. Well done.
Go.
Well,
I got sub 30. I'm happy.
hey, now we know the game works, at least. Well, thank you for helping me test, my friend.
No problem, my friend.
Alright, so a big thank you goes out to Funi, who helped me test the game and make sure what worked and what didn't work. A lot of the redstone actually ended up breaking before we went to the speedrunning section, so we had to fix a lot of that. I didn't show it on camera because it was a lot of tinkering and a lot of head scratching, but all the redstone back here is very complex, and it's really hard to make sure all the wires don't get mixed up with the doors resetting and then the main reset button at the end. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I think the last 3 rooms I think need to change a little bit because they're pretty easy, and I want to make it where you're spending a lot of time per room, especially on your first go. Funi kind of breezed through the last couple of rooms. And then we also kind of got to the speedrunning section. I think this game is going to be really cool. Once I fix the timer and actually add it like I plan to, I think it would be really cool to have not only a first go type of mode and then a speedrun mode. Obviously, Funi can't really do a first time go, so if he wanted to, he could keep coming back and keep resetting the game and speedrunning if he wants to, but then everyone else kind of has a first time go to see how good they are truly and then kind of up their game. So I'm going to rework some of the last rooms and then even work in the timer, so I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so I think I've set it up properly. This button will start the sand timer, which I've now added an extension down here at the final zone here. This is where we were finishing before. However, it is now going to be expanded a tiny bit more, hide the rest of the redstone, and we even have some netherrack in here, which will be part of the timer. It doesn't open, does it? I'm stupid. I put a block there. There we go. Alright, so this will be part of the timer. It's going to take a while to load this, so let's just quickly load this. Okay, now that's all loaded. Now, if I did the wiring correctly, I added a brand new wire in here. You might have seen that right there. I have a green wool wire, which is my wire to start the game. So let's hook up the emerald button. So let's do this. And as I run through the properly added timer now, I want to kind of show some of the changes. The first room I am actually in love with. I don't think there's going to be any changes here. Button is literally a pixel big and it blends in very well. Funi had some trouble with that one. The mine as well. Didn't want to change this, so it's going to stay exactly the same. The button is right about there. And then if we move on to this room was very easy for Funi. However, that's because I think he kind of started right to left. The button is still here. I've added a cactus here, so it's going to kind of prevent you from wanting to really go close to check out the button. You're going to take some damage. Conversely, I've also added some much harder spots to try and hide the button at than the other spots. Like in here, it's got a really good spot. Over here, it even has a good spot on multiple sides. So it's going to be a little bit harder for that room than past times. Moving on to the snow room, I just moved the torches up on a lot of the spots because some of the snow layers I had actually melted due to the snow, which made this button very easy to find. But other than that, I just kind of replaced the snow layers, added more hidden spots that I think are going to be a lot more challenging. This spot is devious for a button. I wish I had kind of put a button in there. That's honestly a good spot. And the mushroom room was probably the biggest change because this one's really easy. So I added the sign, mushrooms like the cheese, you get used to it. I added a whole ton of stuff like here, the button is not, idiot, not here, all this stuff, even an extra maze down here, dead end, just to waste time. But the button is still going to stay in the same spot, which is in here. And that should open up the room. You push to reset. It's going to close all the doors. Let's check with the free cam. And it did close all the doors and hopefully stop this timer. So it took me 3 stacks and 24. So then the person, whoever does the thing will have to manually reload the netherrack in here. And not all the netherrack is going to load in. But that stops the timer as well because it's hooked up to the system, which means everything's perfect. I'm very happy right now. So I'm going to cap off this thing, add in the rest of the finishing touches, and maybe make a rule book, stuff like that. And we're going to call it a day with this project. Now, I've pretty much finished up the thing. I just need to add the rules for how the game works, but I'm still dealing with this issue. Mobs are spawning on the top of this, and I don't want to spam torches down because I think it will ruin the aesthetic of the whole white box that we have here, which I really like. So I'm going to get a whole ton of wool and carpets to place on the top here. However, I have a very unique way to get that carpet. Back over at the mega base now. If we fly over to this machine, which I made, this is my my carpet getter. Yeah, it doesn't look like much at the moment, but if we climb up here and just turn this lever on, it duplicates string. How this machine works, I genuinely don't know. This was made by some Chinese hive mind people over on that Discord server, and was made in like September of 2022. So actually not that long ago from when I'm currently making this. This will surely be patched in newer versions of Mojang's game, Minecraft obviously. But as of right now, it's a great way to just duplicate string. This is all you need to really set it up. What you see is what you get. The only thing is when you first start activating this, don't just flip the lever. When you set this up, the first thing you want to do is I think you break this and then turn it on and it comes back. You don't have to do it quick. You have quite a few times. So if you wanted to, you could break it, then start flipping it, and it will still work. And then after that, once you do that first time, you just flip the lever on and off, and it's pretty good, by the way. You can like log off, log back in, and it will keep working. So yeah, that thing is amazing. But I had that thing running for a bit, and it crafts up all types of white wool, which is what we want for the obvious farm here. Or sorry, for the building, we need white wool just to carpet up the top. So I've gathered some of that in here, so I'm going to use some of this to decorate the top of the building. All right, now I think the game is officially complete. So here we go. The rules state that if you want to progress, you've got to find the button in each room, blah, blah, blah. It's basically, it explains how to play the game. If you really want to read the stuff, pause. I think the best thing here is about the rules, don't break blocks, and then always hold an empty hand, which will help you press the button easier, which I kind of told Funi. And then questions, contact me. Okay, so I'm going to do my first official speedrun attempt, because I obviously know where everything is. So, here we go. Don't know if I'm going to commentate, because it's pretty difficult. Okay, moving on. Didn't have to shut the door there. Funi and I actually built in a system that shuts the door. Okay, oh, this is going to be significantly worse than Funi's times, but he did have a couple attempts, plus we were trying to figure out how to problem shoot. Obviously this is a lot easier for me because I know where all the buttons are. Alright. Oh, that could have been a crazy time skip. 64 and 5. Okay. I don't know if that's good. Hey! I just realized that's 69 in total. Alright, speedrun times. Take the book and we enter our speedrun time. So example was 1 stack and 32. Josh, 1 stack and 5. All right. There we go. So I've entered my time there. As you can see, Josh, 1 stack and 5, 69. I just put that in there because I thought it was cool. So yeah, there we go. I think I reset the doors, but I need to reset the netherrack. And we can exit. And then I even put a sign that says stop. Make sure you check all of that. And we fly up here. That is basically the whole thing. I put all the carpet in, which is a huge clutch. Actually, I didn't put all the carpet in. We need to quickly do all of this. But other than that, I did basically finish it. And I gotta say, it looks really cool. So, yeah, this game is open to anyone who wants to play it. Hopefully, they're not watching this and you played the game already. So, all right, that is basically the game complete. Alright, so back in the mega base here, and I think I'm going to call that an episode for today. We didn't get a whole lot of work done. We only really built that building. However, that mini game, you gotta admit, that was pretty cool. So, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more.